What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the Vivid Picks Show, where we're going to be breaking down some of our favorite picks over on Vivid Picks. If you haven't already signed up for it, just making bad life choices, go on over to Vivid Picks, download the app, sign up, use the promo code Grinders, and you get 100% deposit bonus up to, I believe, $200, $100, a decent amount of money. It's free money. Again, all you got to do is use the promo code Grinders. Free money. It's great. I love free money. Do you like free money, Shop?
I like it. I like money, especially like it when it's free.
Yeah, it's good. And I mean, if you haven't checked it out, then it's really simple. It's one of those player parlay sites. You go on there and you pick one game, you pick the multiple game slate, you pick whatever you want. You pick overs and unders, and based on how many different overs and unders you get a certain payout. Like, pick up one right now at random. This one, over, two of them equals 2.5x, three of them equals 5x, four of them equals 8.5x. And the best part about this, if you fudge up, if you do bad and miss one, you're not over yet. If you get over half of them right, then you get betcha bucks back, or no, whatever bucks, vivid bucks back. And guess what? You can use those for another pick, and you can go a little bit more ballsy there because you don't get the original equity back. So great way to do things. Absolutely fantastic site. And you don't even have to do any research. We're going to be giving you out some winners today. You ready to give out some winners, Chop?
We're going to do some winners, man. We're not just going to give out picks. We're going to give out winning picks.
Yeah, and the first one I want to start out with is the Pirates at Phillies. The weather is fantastic today. It's going to be 85. The wind's blowing out, and that's good hitting weather. So looking at this, you got some pretty decent odds. And generally with these, you want to correlate. So we're going to do real simple. Pitches thrown by Bryce Wilson. I'm expecting him to get messed up a little bit in this game. And there are some good hitters. We got Schwarber, we got Real Muto, and we got Hoskins. Some of the best hitters in the game here. And 1.5 total bases for each. So we're going a little bit ballsy here. Going over 1.5 for each. Though Schwarber is plus 200 to just get a home run today on most gambling sites. Real Muto, Hoskins, absolutely great spots here today. Going up against Wilson. Wilson is not very good. He's, in fact, a bad pitcher. He is going to struggle. Generally doesn't have a long leash either, so they tend to pull him early regardless. And he's just giving up a boatload of hard contact to righties, a boatload of hard contact to lefties. 53% to lefties, 40% to righties. Just has not been great and really doesn't strike out, guys. So the ball's going to be put in play. When you're giving up hard contact and the ball's being put in play, doubles, home runs happen a lot. So Hoskins, Real Muto, Schwarber are my three favorite. You like those?
I also identified this game as the one I really liked in baseball for a couple reasons. Because Bryce Harper's coming back tonight, and they don't have him on here, but it can only help the other guys in this line. It's only going to help them, like Bryce coming back. So I like the Philly hitters here for all the reasons you mentioned. And then when you get to the end of you do a bunch of Phillies and you get to the end, it's going to tell you have to take at least one player from another team also. You can't just do all Phillies. The Bryce Wilson prop under 85.5 pitches is what I identified, just because even when he's running good and he's halfway decent, he still maxes out at about 85 pitches. That's in a good scenario. When he's not running so good, they'll get him out of there after 50 or 60 pitches. Like, that might be the best bet on the whole board is him under 85.5 tonight. So, yeah, I like all the Phillies hitters over, and I like that under 85.5 on Bryce Wilson. So, big fan of this bet.
Yeah, I mean, 84 pitches in the last one, 85 in the last one, 69 in the one before that, 80 in the one before that, 80, 48. So he's only hit the over on this a couple times this season. Three times in 15 starts. So that is just an absolutely beautiful one, especially going up against a tough opponent in the Phillies. Some potential weather might have a delay, and if there's a delay and the game keeps playing, Wilson's not coming back in, especially if it happens in the third inning. So it's just a perfect spot. So Bryce Wilson is just the freebie there. And if you want to take out Real Muto, then that's fine. Schwarber and Hoskins are just beautiful, beautiful picks. You know what time of year it is? It's football season.
Oh.
And that means we're going to have some college football, and you have been doing your research. There's the college football showdown slate, which just has a boatload of picks from all the games. So you don't have to just stick to one game if you don't want to. And Chop, I don't know if you know this about yourself, but you're good at college football DFS.
It's nice to be reaffirmed sometimes. I appreciate that, Grant.
All right. Well, what are you looking at for some college football? We got wide receivers, we got quarterbacks.
I think there's a couple ways. There's a lot of picks I really like, but I'll give you one that some correlation, because there's no better correlation in sports, all of DFS, than a quarterback who goes off and at least one wide receiver has to do something, right? So I give you the heavily correlated. So let's start off with Nebraska's Casey Thompson. His passing yards against Northwestern over. I like that one. So let's find his receivers. Everything we're hearing, his number one wide receiver, Trey Palmer. 57.5 I have his receiving yards at. Trey Palmer. It's supposed to be pretty good. It's a pretty good system. I mean, I like that one. So you got to imagine that if Casey Thompson goes over, you're going to get his number one wide receiver is going to get there. So let's do another one. Logan Bonner from Utah State facing UConn. Logan Bonner, this is a pass-heavy offense. Wings it around quite a bit, and that's a pretty weak competitor. So let's find one of his wide receivers. Now, this one's a little bit more up in the air. I don't think there's a definitive number one right now, but Justin McGriff is a tall, lanky wide receiver who played last year as a freshman. He's got some big downfield potential, so he could potentially eat up that number in one play, literally one play. So I like that one. And then if you want to kick in another one, I like to go 5-teamers. I took Mike Wright on his own, just a little solo, just a little naked Mike Wright there. Late night hammer against Hawaii. A little Timmy Chang back for Hawaii. Should be a little shootout. A little late night hammer for the boys. I like all those overs.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty nice. The nice correlation with the Aggies, the nice correlation with the Cornhuskers, and Vandy right there. Mike Wright, 200.3, 203.5, rather. Yeah, that's a nice one. 16x your buy-in. That's beautiful. We're just going to do one more quick one that I was looking at for baseball, and then we're going to get on out of here. Going on down to the late game of the night. So you have action pretty much all the way through, which is what we all really want. So Bieber and Gilbert, both good pitchers. Low total for this game. I think last time I checked, it was sitting at 7 with heavy juice on the under. Still appears to be sitting at 7 with some juice on the under, opened at 6-5. So it is going up. But we have Bieber, we have Gilbert. Like, nice part about Bieber is you have the outs, so you can do one of two ways. All the props for the Mariners are hits props. Both Cal Raleigh and Winker are hits. So if you want to go with the under on his outs, you can go with both these guys to go over a hit. Like if the ball's being put in play, Bieber's not going to last as long. So you can do that one over Bieber outs, under on hits. But what I like more is actually on the Guardian side of things. They have Rosario, 1.5 total bases. Naylor at 1.5 total bases. Gonzalez, 1.5 total bases. And Ramirez at 0.5 runs. I like the under on all those. Realistically, Gilbert is a good pitcher. He's really not bad at all. Does give up some hard contact, but Rosario, the best line for his under 1.5 total bases is at -140 over a DK. That's great to take the under, especially if you're correlating it. Naylor is at -135 is the best line. So most places have it at -140, -145. Gonzalez, -140 on the under. So you take the under on all those. You assume that he's pitching well, and you take the over of 88 pitches. Like I said, Gilbert is a solid pitcher. Looking at his last few starts, hasn't gone over this much. 66 going up against Oakland, had a rough outing. 87 went over, or didn't go over, had a rough outing. 91 still went over and had a rough outing. He's playing New York twice and Houston. 89, rough outing, still went over. 98, rough outing, going up against Houston, still went over. Same thing with that before. So he's hit the over on this at a pretty consistent clip. And now he's getting a matchup. The one thing he struggles with is power. So he's getting a matchup versus a team with Not a ton of power, doesn't strike out a ton. So the ball's going to be put in play. Most likely singles because these guys don't have a ton of pop. So few of them have to get 2 hits. That's tough going up against a good pitcher, Logan Gilbert. So all these together, you get 8.5x your bet. So boom, there it is. We gave you 3 of them. Go throw them in. If you want, you can go a little bit less ballsy. Maybe take out 1, maybe take out 2, just correlate a little bit. But these are the ones we're suggesting. Anything before we get on out of here, Chop?
Yeah, I got one thing for you. I forgot to address this at the open, Grant. Did we give Dean the boot? I heard Dean's on a plane. I heard Dean on a plane back.
Dean's already back home. Dean's finally out of here. It was his time to go. He did, however, leave me 10 Taco Bell $15 gift certificates, which is going to be annoying. My car is just going to be littered with Taco Bell gift certificates and wrappers. But you know what? That's all that counts. That's
good man.
Not great rent for a month, but you know what? I'll take it. Chop, it's been fun. Good luck on your contest tonight, guys. We're out of here. Thank you.